Hello everyone, my name is Beetle, and today we are going to be playing Iron Lung, which I'm very excited about. So first of all, I have already played Iron Lung. I played it at the start of this month in anticipation, because if you somehow are online and don't know, Iron Lung is being turned into a movie by Markiplier, which, as I'm recording this, is coming out tomorrow, January 30th. But as you were watching this, I will be in the cinema, sat in the cinema watching Iron Lung, which I'm so excited about. You have no idea. I was so worried it wouldn't come to Ireland, but then it did. I'm really excited about it. Really excited to go. I also don't go to the cinema very often because it is expensive. So I went once in 2024, and then before that, I actually think would have been when I went to see Avengers Endgame with my friends for her birthday. So, yeah, it's been a while. I'm very, very excited to go. And I thought that it would be fun to play the game. Now, I will say that, first of all, the reason I did not play it the first time for a video is because when I watched Markiplier play it, which is how I found out about this game, I thought it looked boring. And then he started talking about making a movie about it, and I was surprised because, again, I thought the game looked boring. But then, Markiplier's doing something so cool. He's independently funded a movie that is in the amount of theaters that you would expect from a movie backed by a studio. To put it into perspective, it's in more movie theaters than the Twilight movies. Or maybe just the first Twilight movie. But it's in a lot of theaters. So it has gotten the backing as if it were made by a studio, but it's not. He completely independently funded it, and he made it by himself. Well, not by himself, of course. He has a huge team of people, but I mean without a studio. I guess he used his own studio, but I mean like a big, like A24. The other ones, he didn't use any of those. He made it completely himself, or funded it completely himself. There we go. That's how I should say that. So of course, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen anyone do, ever. It's an insane thing to do, especially with someone who has the same kind of ambitions as Markiplier. I want to write books, I want to make movies, I want to make TV shows, and watching someone do that, and obviously Markiplier's not the average person, right? He has like 35 million subscribers. He's not the average person, he makes a lot of money, but it's just nice to see someone do that, even though he has more money than the average person, of course, more than the average person will probably ever make. He still did this by himself, and that is so cool. So when I heard that he was making a movie, what was it, 2 years ago, I got excited, and I knew that even if I didn't really like Iron Lung, that's fine, I would still go and see it in a cinema, if I could. And then we obviously found out that it would be coming to cinemas, and then it started getting added to more and more and more places, and I don't think it had been added to Ireland yet, but it was getting, I think it was maybe in Australia, I can't remember, but it was getting a lot of hype. It was going to a lot of theaters, and I just thought, let me play the game, because if I'm gonna watch this movie, I should play the game. And then I played the game, and watching someone play this game does not do it justice in any way at all. This game is so boring to watch someone else play. It is the most tense, atmospheric horror game I've ever played. It's so good. It is such a well-made game, and it's not boring to play. It's boring to watch for me, in my opinion, but it's not boring to play. It's a really good game, and playing the game made me so hyped for the movie. So I'm really excited to go and watch it, and I'm excited to replay this, because it's been just under a month since I played it last. But all of that to say, if you're in any way interested and have not played Iron Lung before, you should, because watching it really does not do it justice. It is a very good game that I think deserves to be played rather than watched. So this is really both. I want to replay this game, and I think it'd be fun to do it for a video. And scary things that happen. It's not the scariest game ever, but it's very tense when you're playing it. And there are a few jump scares. Only a few, I think, that I can remember. But it is a very good game. I'm trying to think, is there any other warnings? I'm not sure. Let's just play it, I think. Okay. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons, lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict tasked with exploring this anomaly in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside and the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. Oh, has the game frozen? No. Ooh, okay, someone just said beginning descent in my ear. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Okay, there's some voltage irregularities, so there might be sparks or flames. Okay. They're closing the porthole. I don't think I played with volume last time, now that I'm thinking about it, which I know is crazy. But okay, that person's voice just completely glitched out, so we have lost reception completely. Okay, so this is where we are. We're in this tiny little submarine. We have a fire extinguisher and a note. This is not an expedition, it is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars. If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here, at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. That is so cool. Guys, I'm so excited. So this has lore stuff in it. I'm not gonna look at that because I've never looked at that, and I don't want spoilers for the movie, so we're not gonna look at that. So how this works is, actually, isn't there a briefing? There is. Okay. 2 weeks ago, we concluded an expedition of Moon AT5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean. A trench beneath the ocean's surface has several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. Okay. So this is our coordinates and our angle. So tab for the map. Okay, these are the points of interest. So we're like around here somewhere. So let's say we want to get to 200 on the y-axis. 140 on the x. So 200 on the y. Just gonna go forward. Actually, let me look. So we're at 182, so we kind of want to go this way. Okay, start going forward. Okay, and now we're at 170, so we kind Oh wait, no, we want to go out as far as, yeah, 165 is actually fine, I think. I realize I do that a lot where I get the number wrong on which side I'm going. So we're going up to 200. On the y-axis. Okay, we're at 200. So if we turn this way, at exactly 90, we should be able to just go forward until we get to 300 on the x-axis. Okay, while we're doing this, I guess we can talk about stuff. What stuff is there to talk about, though? That's my issue. Okay, so the reading The Hobbit will continue. I just took a break because I was losing my mind. Unrelated to The Hobbit or the videos, I just was. So they will continue. I've got to figure out what I'm doing with the gameplay, because I realized Skyrim did real bad, guys. I'm pretty sure that's still under 50 views, which is probably the lowest amount of views any video on my channel has ever gotten. So, that's not doing great, which could be it's definitely the mix of, it is, oh yeah, it's at 25 views in 7 days, so that's great. It's the mix of it being a part 3 of a series and also it being a game that not many people like, so I think I'm definitely going to keep reading. I'm going to keep doing it in installments. I might not upload twice a week and instead just upload once a week, but upload a longer video where it's 4 chapters instead of 2, because I think of this series what will actually do well is when I'm done with the book, I will put all of the episodes together in one big episode, and that will probably do well, at least in comparison to the others. Okay, what am I doing? I need x 322, so we'll go forward 22 again. So yeah, that will continue, because I'm enjoying it, and you know, it's doing really badly, but that's not its fault. Well, actually, it very much is, but I'm okay with it. Y 186 186 on the Y. Okay, 186 on the Y. Come on. 186 with an angle of 33. I'm just gonna go all the way around. Angle of 33, okay. Okay, and now we take a picture. Okay, interesting. It looks like a pile of bones. That's fun. So then we go tab, and it's been checked off. So we've got to do that for all of these. I can hear something. Okay. So we're here. We want to go up to 225 at least. So we can just do that. Yeah, I'm trying to take life a bit slower. I think I force myself to do things too often, but at the same time, if I don't force myself, I never get anything done. So I'm kind of just trying to take it a little slower, give myself a little bit more grace in terms of making things, especially things for fun, which is what this all is. I don't really make money from YouTube. I think in total I've made about 100 or something, and that's in like 3 years, which is good, but it's not even slightly enough to live off of. It's not even enough to have hobbies. I've definitely put more money into the channel than I've ever gotten out. I've got to be a bit nicer to myself about posting videos. I think actually that helps now that I've given up on trying to make it a thing where I make money from. It's easier to just post stuff. Because who cares if it does well or not? I'm doing this for fun. Okay, X378. I will say this is very hard to do while talking. Y163, so we've actually gone too high up. So we want to go Y263, X378. Okay, 263, Y378. Okay, and angle 50. Something I would really like is for eventually to get in a place where I can read the book on the channel. My book, I mean. That would be fun. I only have, is that enough? No, what am I missing? Angle 50. 78. Not close enough. I currently only have 8,000 words written, which sounds like a lot, but it isn't. It's like 20 pages. For a book that I have big ambitions for. I'm kind of doing NaNoWriMo, which is, I actually don't know what it stands for now that I'm thinking about it, but it's like, you write every day for a month, and at the end of that month, you will have 50,000 words written. So I'm kind of doing that to write more, I guess. I started it at the end of December. I got a couple days in and got 8,000 words written. And then all of January I've been kind of busy with something. So I stopped writing because I've been going crazy, as I usually am. So I stopped writing. And then February, I'm really gonna write. I've mapped out everything, and actually, so for NaNoWriMo, if you write 1,667 words every day, you will hit 50,000 in 30 days, or maybe 31 days. It's one of the two. Because I already have 8K written. If I start February with the 8K I've already written, I will hit 10K day 1 of February, and I think once I get double digits, it'll be a lot easier. But because I'm going in with so much extra, I'll actually hit 55,000 words at the end of the month. So that's kind of my goal, is to get to the end of February with at least 50,000 words written. But if I get 55,000, that will be even better. That will not be the book done, because that is just about 200 pages, I think slightly under. 200 pages is not even a novel, that's a novella. That's tiny. You have no idea how tiny that is unless you read a lot. That's a small book. Like, the smallest book I have is longer than that. So, wow, something growled at me. It wants me to hurry up. Sorry. I like to yap, and I'm not good at multitasking. Okay. How on earth do we do this? Let's get up to Y300. But yeah, I would like to, by the end of February, but that's the thing as well, it's a rough draft. Well, it's not a rough draft, it's a complete, like, I'm writing the scenes. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be good yet. Actually, where am I on the X? Something is growling at me, and I do not appreciate it. I'm here, so I actually need to turn. I need to get to X. Once I get to 300, get to X 300 as well. I will also just show you, if you turn you can take pictures wherever you are. So let me turn to face this dot, which I think it'll be the wall. Yeah, those lines there are the wall. So we're right next to a wall. Okay, so I need to go X 300 as well. What the hell is it? This way. 270, why not? Okay. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's gonna be a big book. So 200 pages is not it. I do plan on writing a novella as well at some point, but I'm not as interested in that right now. So I'm not writing that right now. I am. Something keeps yelling at me. This is mixing my claustrophobia and my thalassophobia, and my general fear of the unknown. It's mixing real well. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm almost at 300. So if I could get to, I'm really close to the wall. I kind of need to go up by a lot more. The dots get, oh, the oxygen just went down. Okay. So I need to basically be angled going up. Okay, the blips get more dramatic as you go. So what am I aiming for? 259, 406, 259, 406. Okay. I think I can just do that. I'm really scared, guys. But yeah, I'm going. We've paused D&D, not really on purpose. We've all been very busy. I haven't been writing for the D&D, I'll be honest. I would like to, but it's just so much effort to put into something, especially because it's the same hobby as my other hobbies. It's very hard to separate it from everything else. I know that the writing that goes into a novel very different than the writing that goes into a D&D campaign. But in my brain, they're the same thing. And I really need to be in a specific headspace to do it. And whenever I'm in that headspace, I use that headspace for writing my book, because that's what I want to do. I want to be an author. I'm not expecting it to ever be my full-time job, because that's basically impossible. But that is what I would like to do. 9-6. So I've kind of, not really been writing for the D&D, but it will come back eventually. We have been playing D&D outside of the one that I'm writing for. We also have like half of season 2 done. We just aren't uploading it, because I don't want to upload it. I don't want to upload it when we're not done with it, because if we take a massive break like we are now, then there'll be a huge gap, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather take a massive gap between seasons, so that's what we're doing. Okay, where I am here, if I could get to 425 up. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. 425. This is kind of what I've been doing. It's not going great, but I'm hoping February will be a bit better. Okay, turn. Okay, if I could get maybe 430. Okay, 430, turn, get to 350. What else do I really have to talk about? I'm not actually sure. 350, I'm not sure. I'm not really reading outside of The Hobbit, because I have a lot of hobbies, guys. Okay, and it's just hard to keep up with all of them. So sometimes some get sacrificed for others, and that's fine. Oh, that was risky. But yeah, so I'm kind of just trying to write, really struggling with it, but I'm kind of doing it, I guess. January is kind of always hard for everyone, I think. I'm about here, I need to angle down. Take a picture. January is kind of hard for everyone, which, makes sense. It's always hard to start a year. But, we're going. We're doing things. We're trying our best. It's kind of all that matters. Got a lot of struggles in real life with just generally my actual personal life and also the general state of the world. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what's happening, and I won't because it's an ASMR video. But it's hard to do anything. So I don't know, little things like this, like a completely independent movie being made in a time when the world sucks so much. It's really great. Whoops, don't quit the game. Where am I going? I'm going to 325y 375x. So yeah, I'm basically there. Okay, hang on. Here is 325 on the y. And 375 on the x. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, on the x I've actually gone way too far. Have I managed that? So where am I on the x? On the x-axis I'm here. Okay, that's fine. We'll just continue. When am I going? 325. Okay. I'm going to a concert this year. I'm going to see Baby No Money live, which is going to be fun. Okay, if we just x-axis is fine, which is going to be fun. I have been to a concert before. I can't really remember any of the ones that I've gone to. I'm actually really proud of this, but also upset because I don't remember it at all. I went when I was like 8 or 9. I saw, probably a little bit older than that, I saw One Direction in a concert, and 5 Seconds of Summer were opening for them. I'm very proud of that because that's apparently cool now. I guess because people really like Harry Styles now. Not that they ever didn't, although they shouldn't because he's not a good person, but whatever. Nobody is anymore. X560. Maybe I shouldn't be recording a video. I feel very cynical today. I've been playing a lot of video games to keep my mind off of stuff. I got really into Played Up. I bought it and then in 3 days got 17 hours in it. In 2 days, in 2 days I got 17 hours in it. I haven't played it in like a week though since that, so I kind of burnt myself out with doing that. It was a lot of fun though. I think I'm gonna try do that for a Hobbit. Guys, that was a creature. That was a creature. That was a creature. That was a dude. That was a guy. That was a man. Why would a man be there? 560. That was a fella. We're in the middle of this lake. That was a guy. I've never managed to get a picture of him. I'm pretty sure everything in this game is scripted, so I'm not even sure if it is possible to get a picture of him unless you're already going that way. Okay, why 277? So yeah, I'm probably going to do some Played Up. Is there any games that you guys would like to have? Not that it really matters, because realizes that whatever game it is what determines how well the video is gonna do because of the thumbnails. So it's gotta be an eye-catching video. So probably I'm gonna try some of my old tricks, which is like 100 layers of parkour in Minecraft. That always does pretty well. And you know, stuff like that. But is there any that you're like, it would be fun to see this? And, you know, we'll figure it out. Okay. 43. That's 45. 43. Okay, 5, 62, 77. You piece. Okay, what was it? 43. I didn't ever say what the okay, let me take the picture first. Why is it still there? Why is it still there? Why is it still there? Guys, it's not meant to still be there. Why is it still there? Why is it still there? Why is it still there? Guys, I don't want to move. Why is it still there? Guys, it's not meant to still be there. I'm like actually really scared. What angle am I at? I need to turn more this way, I think, to get right in his mouth. Guys, I'm really scared. I'm like in its mouth. Is it meant to be there? I mean, I know it's not meant to be there, because I've played this game before. What the fuck am I? I'm inside the object. Why is it still here? What the fuck? Guys, I'm so scared. I'm like actually really scared. Let's just go in his mouth. Okay, we're inside of it. It's not meant to still be there. Oh, I didn't even... How did I not? Okay, 560. It's still there because I messed this up somehow. I need 560. 277. That was so scary. Like, actually, that really freaked me out because I've played this before. You see it, and then when you take the second picture, it disappears. It's not still meant to be there. The reason it is still there is because I did not actually trigger the thing somehow. I messed it up. 90 is what we need here. As on the dot of 90 as I can get it. Okay, 560, 277. Why? Or sorry, whatever, 43 angle. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And then you take a second picture. And now suddenly the creature's gone. That was terrifying. What the hell? That was scary. That really was genuinely upsetting. Okay. Okay. 197 for the Y. I'm very excited to go to the cinema. I'm excited for the popcorn and the sweets. I really want jelly beans and some sort of chocolate. And I normally get a blue raspberry slushy, but it's Iron Lung. I gotta get the strawberry. They don't have cherry, otherwise I would have gotten the cherry. Just strawberry or blue raspberry, so we're going strawberry for obvious reasons. Because of the theater I'm going to, we don't have any like specialized popcorn buckets or anything, and the ones that they made for the Regal theaters, I think, they do not ship internationally, unfortunately, which is really upsetting, but it's fine. So I will not be getting one. I really want to. Gotta get a souvenir of some sort. Probably someone will end up selling some. Okay, 6:13. But I'm really excited. I think this movie's gonna be really good. We've seen people already post reviews. Everyone seems to really like it. The only complaint is that it's a little slow, but the game is a little slow. I don't know that anyone was expecting it to be fast-paced. 6:13. 197. 55. See, some of these are much easier to get than others. Oh wow, like a whale. Okay. Now we've got to do this. And this is going to be painful. It's going to be really painful. So, we need to get to X 750. So we'll do that first. I haven't been really watching anything recently either. I realize we're a month into the year already, just about, and I haven't seen a single movie. I'm not joking. I've seen no movies. So Iron Lung is going to be my first movie that I've seen this year. Both new movie and just movie in general. I've also not watched any TV shows, though I have a long list of things to watch. I've got to catch up on Fallout, which is one of my favorite TV shows ever, but I haven't seen any of the second season yet. I don't know why, but I have an issue with watching things that I like. I know that's silly, but genuinely, if I'm really excited about something, the likelihood of me watching it very low, like absurdly low. I'm much more likely to watch something on a whim than I am to watch anything else. Like, what was something I watched on a whim recently? I actually can't think of any. Oh, The Long Walk. The Long Walk, no. Well, yes and no. I watched it on a whim, but I was already planning to. I saw the TV Glow on a whim, because I'm stupid. And yeah, that broke me. If you don't know, I am trans. I use he and pronouns, or he, they, or whatever. To be honest, I'm just anything but a girl. And that movie killed me. Like, actually killed me. I was sobbing. I had to text my friend who had also seen the movie and be like, yeah, that killed me. I don't know why I watched that. It's devastating. It's got a really nice message, but it's devastating to watch. But it said things that I didn't even realize I was feeling. But then it said them, and I was like, oh, yeah, so you've just perfectly explained what it's like to live day to day. That I watched on a whim. I was like, okay, whatever. I heard about this when it came out. Let me just sit down and watch it. I don't know why I did that. Where am I? I'm like around here somewhere. I need to get to Y. Well, what's this? This is Y 250. So let's say 2. It's not 275, like 260. 260Y. But yeah, that's kind of my biggest issue. I genuinely, if Iron Lung didn't come sitting down to watch it is very low. That's kind of what I'm like. It's not that obviously I want to watch these things, otherwise they wouldn't be things that I want to watch, right? But I don't know. I have such an issue of like, what if it's not as good as I think it will be? I still haven't seen Sinners. Even though, I mean, I was the one who watched, my parents have seen it. This is gonna be scary. I was the one who watched the trailer and was like, wow, this looks like it's gonna be the best movie ever. Vampires treated like a demonic kind of thing. That's like my favorite depiction of vampires. Still haven't seen it. Okay, I'm trying to get to X864. That's a while, okay. But yeah, I just have issues, I guess. So I've got a really long list of things to watch that I really want to watch that I'm just not watching. Like A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I should watch that. I just haven't yet. I do already kind of know a little bit what happens in it. I know the big thing anyway, but that's just because I've watched Game of Thrones more recently than your average person. I also already know what happens in House of the Dragon because I read the book. But, you know, George R. R. Martin seems not so happy with what they're doing to his book, so I probably won't ever watch that. 258. I really like the book though. If you like House of the Dragon, I honestly would recommend the book. It's really good. It's written like a history book, so it can kind of get a bit boring, but I think it's really cool. I especially liked the earlier stuff. I feel like every generation kind of gets smaller and smaller, except for the very first one, and then the one for House of the Dragon, obviously, because that's a big issue. 258. I will say it's so big that I actually don't really remember a lot of what happens in it. There's so many things that happen in it that I just can't remember. I think what would be smart is to maybe it already is actually 258. I was gonna say split it up by the generations of Targaryens, but I think it might already be split up like that in the chapters. But and then just read it one chapter at a time. Honestly, that could be fun for a video too. Gotta finish The Hobbit first though. 209. Way too far. Interesting. Okay, we've got this. God, this is gonna be such a pain to do. Okay. Okay. We want to get to Y. Well, what's this? That's 300. That's 375, so like 380 on the Y. And then we'll be good, I think. 380. Okay. I really hope this movie is good. I have every faith that it will be, because I don't know how it couldn't be. Am I correct? No, I'm going to 280. Let's do 285 just to be sure. Okay, and then we're turning to 270. Not correct, I have no idea. So we're like about here. We gotta turn and we gotta go as far as, let's say, 800. Let's do that. Oh, you know what happened today? It's the 29th. You'll be watching on the 30th, but it's the 29th. I saw the trailer for Damadachi Life, the second game. I never played the first game. I kind of missed that era, I guess, or missed that kind of game stuff. I just played whatever my parents bought me for my DS. So I played Nintendogs, but I missed out on like Animal Crossing and other things. within the next few weeks. I only have a Nintendo Switch Lite, so I'm not sure that videos would be possible, and I really do not have the money to buy a Switch 2 or a normal Switch. So it would kind of be really hard to make a video on it. I could technically, but it wouldn't be very easy. Plus it kind of feels like it's just a me thing anyway. It's not really, no, it is very fun to watch, but maybe not for ASMR. Okay, where are we? 790, 286, so 790, 286, we're like here. We've got to angle ourselves this way, and just go for it, and hope for the best, and adjust accordingly. Okay, let me see the angle on this. It's kind of right there. Let's go this way. Okay, we're heading straight for that wall. The fuck do you mean something's behind me? That's scary. Okay, I think we've actually somehow managed to get out here. I will be safe when I get to X 725, Y 250, 725. Okay, I think we're home free, basically. So now, oh right, I definitely have to angle myself down though, because there is something right there that I don't want to hit. So once we get to X 625, we're good. That scared the shit out of me. I don't even know if you'll be able to tell on video, but we hit something. Even though we're in the middle of nowhere. I will say, it didn't warn me on my thing. 576. 576 on the, no, 354. We're too high up somehow. Let's just go straight down. Let's say Y 250 is fine. I don't know how we've gotten so high up. That really scared me. I don't know if that's scripted or not, because actually the exact same thing happened to me the first time I played it, and I don't know, am I just really bad at navigating, or, but actually there is an achievement to hit a wall, and I don't have that achievement, so I'm wondering if maybe that was a creature. Okay, I'm far enough down. Let's go to X 575. Other way. 575. Okay, I can't read. Where am I? I'm trying to go here. Holy shit, I'm over here. Okay, yeah, go backwards then. What the hell? How did I do that? Guys, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. 575. Okay, 575, which is here. 250, which is here. No, sorry, here. So if we go up to 375, we should get about to where we need to go. just under 375. Okay. I'm really scared, guys. There's a lot of sounds happening. He is yelling at me. Okay, 375. Just under 375. Okay, we'll go here. 369. Just about here. Wait, yeah, we're kind of around here. So we need to go x-axis here, which is almost, okay, so 4 or 5, 45, 560. God. Okay, and then just straight up from here. Maybe, let me take a picture. Okay, so we kind of have a wall to our left, but we should be fine. So why will we be fine at if we get to 450 on the Y? We're pretty much fine. Let me make sure there's no space, okay. Okay, I think we're already fine, so 520 on the Y. Let me make sure I'm a little bit more straight on. Okay, so hang on, what is it? 520. Okay, we're going. Alright, it's gone already. Man. I saw the trailer for Fable. It looks pretty good. I am a little worried about the cutscenes. I've never played a Fable game, to be honest. I didn't even know that Fable was a pre-existing thing. I didn't know that. But it looks really good. I'm excited for it. I'm kind of trying not to get so excited about video games anymore, since Larian Studios kind of screwed me over. As in, they're using AI to help them make their next game, and also apparently used AI in the background of Baldur's Gate 3. So, but Fable looks really good. It looks fun. It's much more British medieval, which I'm interested in, kind of. I don't know. British medieval is closer to what I know, but also British medieval were evil people who, well, had they occupied Ireland at that point? I don't know. I can't remember. When is medieval? I don't know. Anyway, I hate England just as much as I hate America, but England is closer to Ireland than America is, so I'm kind of excited. We share a lot of the same traits and words and stuff, for obvious colonization reasons. 6, 2, 3 on the Y. So I am excited. I also like that you can kind of date any NPC. I'm a little worried about the fact that it says specifically any background NPC. So I don't know, does that also mean like NPCs from questlines, or just the random NPCs that you see around the place? And I don't mind that. I'm fine with that. I still do romance in Skyrim, even though that's really like the most bare bones romance system ever put into a video game. But it would be nice to have something a little more if everyone has personalities. But I mean, they're kind of acting like it's one of the best games ever made, so... Sorry, they're not acting like that. The people who like the game are acting like that. Which is fair enough, you know, if you get really into a game. It's fair to be like, yeah, this new installment is going to be amazing, because are always the best. And it does look very good. I will say, deeply offended by the person who kicked the chicken in the trailer. I am excited about the fact that you can you? I just realized I just assumed that you could. I was gonna say, I'm glad that you can be gay, but I don't actually know if that's true. I have to assume that it's true. Because I don't know why you would put so much effort into a video game and then just not make it gay. So, or not let you have the option. Of course, it doesn't have to be gay. But if you're putting in so much effort into a romance system, at least give us the option. Where, oh, that's a new scream. Where am I going? I'm going to X400. Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited for some of the games coming out. I have a lot of games on my wish list now. Let me know about your opinions if you have any. I'd like to play Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I think that would be really fun. It looks good. It wasn't good when it first came out, but it looks like they've done a lot to make sure it is a very good game now. People seem to really like it now. So I'm kind of hoping that is good. And I'll probably buy it at some point and play it. Got the oxygen. I am very excited to check it out. I think it'd be fun. I have been a certified Avatar lover from the beginning. Thought Avatar 1 was great. Haven't seen any of the others because, again, I want to watch them too badly, so now I can't. I'm just gonna angle it up. I feel like at a certain point you just give up caring about precise things. I'm really scared, guys, because I know it kind of wraps up now. But yeah, I want to check out that. I feel like it'd be really fun. I will say, that's hilarious. That is so funny. That's really funny. Can you tell I'm laughing? I don't know what the hell I just did. That's actually really funny. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do... Oh, it's been an hour. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm going to get to the next star. Or next location, and we'll pick up from there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm losing my mind. As long as the continue puts me where? Actually, let me make sure. Let me make sure real quick that it put me back somewhere good. Okay, 396 on the x-axis. 3. Oh wow, we're actually... Okay, we're about exactly where we stopped. So yeah, I'm gonna get to the next guy. I'll continue recording, so if anything funny happens, you'll see it, but I'll get to the next guy. Okay, we've gotten to the next one. So we're going to 576, ignore the shaking. 180, 576, 184. The shaking is because of what we are about to witness. Yes, some sort of obelisk, I don't know. So we're just gonna go back. Did I get it? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go backwards. And just back the hell out of this area. That's the wrong. Guys, why is this game so scary? 277. Did it teleport me out? 277. Why 635? We're like here. Are we sure that that's correct? Okay. So we're trying to get to 350 on the X. Does it teleport you out? I'm not sure that I've noticed that. Sure, it must do because I'm not where I was anyway. What did I say? I wanted to go like here. Well, probably here actually. So 325. I'm really scared, guys. So now and then up to 741. Okay, I only have one left after this. This is crazy. This game is really scary, guys. I hate when it saves. Okay, 741. I really need to pee. It's probably not a good time to be doing this. 741 angle 18. Interesting. I don't want to do this. Okay, we need to get down to Y. Like 680. So Y 680. It's still yelling at me. Y. Whoops. Y 680. Okay, guys, I'm so excited to go to the cinema. I'm worried it's gonna be really scary. You know what? 690. Like here, 80. We're probably 690 is fine. We're probably here, and then we need to go to X. Let's say X 500. Okay, wrong way, but I'm like really scared. Okay. What did we say? We said this is 500. Okay. Forward to 500. I'm getting goosebumps. Because I know it gets kind of scary now. Not that it wasn't already really, really tense. But I'm scared. I'm very excited for the popcorn though. So it's a cinema I've never been to before. And all the reviews say the popcorn is like the saltiest thing that they've ever eaten. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what sweets they have. We never get pick and mix because again they're so expensive, but I'm paying this time. So I'm going with my dad, I think, or maybe my mom. Probably my dad, because I'm a little baby with social anxiety. Right. That scared me real bad. I have social anxiety, so no way I'm going to the cinema by myself. insane. This is so scary. Why is it still up? I'm scared. Okay. I'm trying to get to X. Let's say this. X. 575. I'm really scared. Oxygen. Okay, 575. Oh god, it's filling with blood. Oh, the blood. Oh, the blood. Okay, 575. Up to 750. Really? 750? Okay. Yeah, 750. Okay. Guys, I'm really scared and the blood is rising. Don't you see someone behind you at some point? I'm really worried about that every time I turn around. 750, right? 575, 750. If we... Okay, we just do this. Oh my god, it's rising so much. Okay, where am I? 595. 595. I'm assuming. Okay, 595 and Y 770. 595. Okay, I'm assuming there's no way I can just die by going too slow here, right? Okay, at what X? I need to stop at 675. I'm like holding my breath. I'm really scared. 675 is when I need to stop. Okay, 675. Go back one. 828. I'm gonna cry. 828. Angle 295. R.I.P. R.I.P. convict. Created in Unity. Interesting. Why is this so scary, guys? The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench, as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse, its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, what's left of it, is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. I really like that as a message in general, because it really does feel like we are in a lifeless corpse of a universe, and it's dying. But there is hope somewhere. Somewhere in the void there's hope. There has to be, because, well, there just has to be. I think, honestly, every single bit of Iron Lung makes me have hope in the game. The way the game was made, the fact that it was by one person, how good it is, how effective it is at being scary, the fact that it was made at all, the fact that we ever get any video games ever is a miracle. The fact that it was then made, it got such big success, and was made into a movie, completely independently financed. That gives me hope at a time when we all kind of desperately need it, and I think that's nice. And I'm very excited to see this in cinemas. I really feel like I can't even explain to someone why I'm so excited. Because again, when I first saw Markiplier play this, I thought it was boring as hell. But it's actually really good, and I really like it. And I'm really excited to watch it tomorrow. And I'm just excited in general, I guess. Kind of hopeful now that I remember how the game ends. So the person behind you, is that a random jump scare, a rare jump scare that I only got my first time because that never happened again? Or am I going crazy and is that not in this game? I don't know, I guess I'll find out when I'm done recording. But that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one.